I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game. We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Packers going up against the Browns. With that, let's get up to Cleveland. We're standing by our Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. First carry now. This is Lacy. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Deep drop. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Taking it about the 16. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Clinton Dix there for the stop. The starters for the Cleveland Browns. And let's discuss the tight end, Gary Barnidge. Sometimes he can get overlooked.
I love how he emerged in 2015. We had a scouting report on him that said he was a good blocker, a dependable receiver, but no stardom at all. Had a 1,000-yard season in 2015. No longer do we have those shackles on him at all. Gary Barnidge can play.
Now Kessler. And this is brought in by Pryor. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
Coleman, the man in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here we go on fourth with Kessler. He's got time. He's going to float this into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, in week 6, they weren't sure if Lacy was going to play. He did suit up, 17 carries, 65 yards.
And James Starks unable to play, normally his backup, so they had to be creative. Randall Cobb became a running back. Ty Montgomery, another receiver, became a running back. But Lacy did carry the load and gave it a pretty good effort.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Cobb had his first touchdown of the season in week 6, albeit in the losing effort to the Cowboys.
And that was coming off of a big game against the Giants. One of those Sunday night features, right? And 9 catches, 108 yards, starting to round into that Randall Cobb form that we saw in 2014 when he went to the Pro Bowl.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The one thing we've noted so far this year, everybody's noted, is the weapon they have in Terrell Pryor.
One of the few things I got right in player evaluation coming out of college. No, I'm not kidding here. I never saw him as an NFL quarterback. Thought he was a phenomenal athlete, and there was a home for him somewhere. And once he decided, yes, wide receiver should be my position, now we're seeing him blossom. He can do that, play the emergency quarterback for you, the wildcat, you name it, he can do it. Exceptional athlete.
And in week 6, 75 yards, 9 catches, 2 touchdowns against the Titans.
Let's go.
Now Kessler on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Coleman, the man in motion left. 3rd and long. It's Kessler. He finds Coleman. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
To throw is Kessler. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Pardon the rims of the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
Detroit!
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
You know, we saw some fun things around the NFL in Week 6. You had a nose tackle, Dontari Pogue.